I'm not a fan of romantic books, but sometimes it's happened when people who you following, who you like, who you trust, they decided to give you advice to read new romantic book. And you see that this book is trendy. Many people love this book, many people speak about this book. Fine, I give one more chance to romantic book. And when you believe in love, when you believe in romance, when you like all this stuff. But every time when I read in romantic book, I have one question. What's wrong with the author? How author can just believe that other women would like men from this book? Man from this book, if you will meet him in the real life, you'll right away understand that you don't want to be with men like this. Why authors in their book usually write about characters like this, when in the real life we against of that kind of characters, when in the real life we advise each other to run from these characters. So why authors decided that we will enjoy read books like this? Because romantic book for me is about emotionals, and when I'm reading, I want to have a good emotions. I want to spend a good time. I want to continue and even more believe in the love, in the romance, in the dreams. All the time when I read this huge book, because it's even not 200 pages, all 600 pages, I was annoyed, I was angry, I was shocked, and to the end of the book I just couldn't get what it was so good that people just going to the bookstores or order online book like this. Let's read this book. This book is EU, high, unrecommended, 0 out of 5. And for the people who never read this book, congrats, you're a lucky one. I short talk what's going on in this book. And you know what is my point? That during when I'm reading this book, after every 50 pages, I had a question. What happened before? Because it's so much doesn't make sense, this book, like almost all romantic books, they doesn't have any sense. You see, it's even my contact lenses agree with me. So let's start. Naomi show up to the city. We don't know what is, no, it was the name, doesn't matter. To the city, met with Knox. So Naomi, 30-something years old girl, she is run from her wedding, from the window, right? Instead to say that I don't want to marry to you and leave through the door, no, she decided through the window. We need drama in this book, right? So there it is, a drama. So her sister, with who she hasn't speak many years, but she knows that she is trouble sister, and she just like, okay, I have trouble, come to my town, let's meet and bring money because I need money. And Naomi, she just like, that's a great plan, okay, and she is like took all her money what she had, and she drove to the town and came to the cafe and meet with Knox. Knox thought that it's Tina, starts scream with her, split his villa at everyone there and became aggressive and rude, even when he understood that it was some misunderstanding there and it's not Tina, it's Naomi. He still continued to be rude, and Naomi, she just looked at him with huge eyes and she can think about anything, just about his beautiful body. Meantime, how we understood, Tina is stole her car, stole all money what it was in her car. Tina has a daughter, teenager. She is 11-12 years old, and she just left her daughter with Naomi. And we see it started. Knox, of course, 30-something years old, brutal man who doesn't like Naomi at all, but also he understood that it's something with Naomi that magnetism him to her. And he, even when he extremely doesn't want to help her, he anyway can't left her alone with her troubles. And Naomi, of course, like independent woman who doesn't have car, who doesn't have money, who doesn't have anything, she rejects his help. So how we see Knox running to her, and he extremely doesn't want to help her, but he is running and forced her to accept his help, and she is trying to be independent and running from him and just like, no, I don't need your help, but anyway accept his help. What we have next, of course, Knox forced her to live next to him, and plus she found a job. Where she find a job? Exactly in the restaurant. She is a waitress, and restaurant belong to the Knox. And when Knox found out about this, he showed up and told her that she is not allowed work in his restaurant, and he doesn't like it, and he wants to be in the distance with her. But she doesn't have any choice. She doesn't have any job, and she decided to stay in the town. And here it shows up her best friend, who is, of course, he is a gay, and he is trying to threat Knox if he would be bad behavior to the what is her name? If he would be a bad behavior to the Naomi, he will find him and he will show him that that's bad idea, and he need to be a good behavior with Naomi, because Naomi, she is such a beautiful girl. And we see that they doesn't want to be with each other, but they also want to be with each other. Why they can be with each other, we're not sure. But part, of course, it's because Knox, he decided that he will never marry to anyone. It was bad marriage of his parents. So when he looked to his parents, he understood that he doesn't want to marry any girl. And also he understood that he doesn't want to be with anyone long time. And he made a point to her that it would be only sex and nothing more. And she was agree. But in the same time, he is care about her, like how is care, right? Told her what she need to do, what she doesn't need to do. He bought her underwear, phone, clothes, car, everything what she needs. He buy to her. He is take care of the child whose name is, who knows her name, whatever. He is take care of her niece. He met with her parents, and he did all best that her parents will love him, and that's what is happened. But they don't have relationship. It's only sex. Of course, it's only sex. Like, it's usually like this, right? Like when you just like, okay, let's just hang out for a little bit. But in the same time, you meet with parents, you all the time think about this person, you buying everything what she needs, and you take care of your child. That they still have fun with each other, and it already seems like relationship to them. And here we are, it's her ex-fiance show up extremely angry and see her and right away screaming, "You are mine!" And he show up, Knox, and start to beat ex-fiance. Of course, it's what we're doing when we have only sex, right? And here, when author decided bring a little bit thriller to the romantic book. Of course, what we need is thriller in the romantic book, right? And someone broke in the Naomi house. Knox extremely worried and start following her all the time, but in the same time he understood that their relationship going too far, and he decided broke up with her because he never gave to her any reason to love him, and even more, he told her that she shouldn't fall in him. With logic, it's very hard to find it in this book. And plus, he decided to give her money for all trouble what she had, and if she has more problems, she needs to let him know that he can't find solution for all her problems. He starts messaging and messaging her all the time. He is calling and calling her all the time. He tried to find reason to meet with her. Of course, it's what we are doing when we broke up with someone, right? And he understood that he made terrible mistake and he need to fix it. And when he decided to fix this mistake no matter what, her twin sister kidnapped Naomi. Tina's partner, he is huge criminal. He is writing to the Naomi, Tina, and her daughter. Of course, her daughter is also there. And we're thinking what happened next. Of course, we don't thinking what happened next because we know what is happened next, right? And of course, it's Knox show up and save all of them. And afterwards, he told Naomi his very sad story about his parents and why he is such an idiot in his 40-something years old. And he asked her forgive and marry him. And she, of course, saying yes. What we have in epilogue, after decided to be a little bit more creative, they wrote that they have some trouble to have children, so they decided to adopt two beautiful girls. And let's discuss this book. And first, what I want to mention, of course, is unpopular opinion. And I start from the situation what had happened with me a couple days ago. I decided to take a walk, so I was walking in the peace, was everything nice, weather was wonderful, enjoyed to talk with my friends through the phone. And here it is a man with a huge dog. This dog starts to run to me, and I know that mostly of you would say like, oh, that's so beautiful. No, it's not beautiful because I'm afraid of the dogs. Because dogs already beaten me a few times during my whole life and I have fear to the dogs. So please, if you walk with your dog, do it with leash, because some people afraid of the dogs. I know one girl and she doesn't like children, but she loves dogs and she has a few dogs. She doesn't like when kids come to her and touch her or say something. But you know what's the difference when it's dog come to you and when it's kid come to you? Because when it's kid come to you and you doesn't like kids, you can be annoyed, you can be discomfortable, you can be angry. But you never can be afraid. And that's what is the difference when huge dog run to you and when it's little child run to you. Let's return to the book, and what I noticed, mostly romantic books, they have dog or dogs. And I know that mostly girls like dogs, and that's already huge plus why they will read it. How you understand? So that's another minus of the book because I don't like dogs. In general, I think it's two types of people exist in this world. It's who is prefer dogs and who prefer cats. I don't prefer any of them, but I have cat. His name is Macron. When I meet with some girls and they will ask about my cat, what is his name, and I say that his name is Macron, and they're just like, oh, that's so nice, like this French dessert, and just like, no, it's like French president, right? I'm not fan of French president, but we decided to call our cat like French President Macron. I actually made many notes of what I want to talk about. I feel that I don't want so much spend time to talk about this book, so let's just like fast go through some issues, what is I think the important one. Of course, this book has plenty of cliché. And again, we have this man who is super rich, outside grumpy, inside warm, cute heart, but never show it. It's literally whole book he is growling. Show me the girl who likes when her boyfriend all the time would be growling. He even more do it than a dog. Dog actually was pretty quiet whole book. Maybe after was a little bit confused, and instead to write that it's a dog growling, she all the time writes that it's Knox growling. I don't know, maybe she was confused, but whole book he was growling and growling and growling. He can't speak at all. He can show his emotional another way only through the growling. That's awful. I think if you meet Knox in real life, you would be afraid of him. You will be run right away because he is emotional unstable. Now he is happy. After a few minutes, he starts growling. Yes, he starts growling and be angry. He is extremely owner. He needs know every her step. He's control everything what she is doing. He is critic everything what she is doing. And when they are fighting, he extreme gaslight her. And plus he pinch her with his words. He usually understood what it can be make her extremely sad, depressed and down, and he anyway saying it. Also he wants that she would be depends of him, because if you want to help a woman, you will find a decent job in the town to her, especially when you know everything in the town. And that this exactly woman, she won't stay in the town and she want to find friends, find a job. So it would be nice if you help her with this, but not put to your house and make trouble to find a job. Oh, and he actually has the age. So he is 40ish and she is 36 years old. And instead to think about future, how they think it would be better for their future, what they are going to do, some plan to have, they just like, let's have fun. We will see what happened, but let's just have fun. I doesn't like these people who at 40 years old who doesn't have anything and they just like, let's continue have fun. For me, fun it's until 25 years old, and afterwards you already need to know what is your plan for the future and what you see, how it looks your future. For me, this adult position. But at 40 years old, walking, growling, control, critic, and say, let's have fun, you never say to the person, not only who you care about, but also when you don't want to make worse situation what is that person have. Just let's again make this picture clear. So we have man who is 40 years old and he has businesses and money, and we have girl who has extremely troubles. She doesn't has money. She doesn't has even car in America. She doesn't have a car in the little town, and we know that that's what is make your life impossible. She doesn't have friends. She doesn't have any people who she knows in this town. She doesn't have job. And plus, she has a girl who is teenager. Her mother abandoned her. This woman who is run from her wedding has a lot of responsibilities, a lot of problems what she need to solve. And here it's a pair man who is 40 years old, who is critic you, control you, growling all the time, and plus suggest let's have fun. It's a trendy romantic book. Many people bought it and enjoyed to read this book. And afterwards, we are thinking why we can build a normal life because of these books. They romanticization all red flags what is possible. At the end of the book, we see that whole town try to convince him that she is good, that she would be a perfect match to him, and he is understood it, but still he is waiting that more and more people show up and convince him. And when he made propose to her, even there, he didn't give her any choice. He mostly said that she has to marry to him and that's it. And that's romantic book. We know that everything would be fine and good there, but in the real life, I very doubt that it would be happy end there. The whole book, he tried to convince her that she can't do anything without him, and everything what she has is because of him. That's type of the terrible man. That's type of the dangerous man. But here we are, this type of the man in the romantic book. In conclusion of this book, for my opinion, this book is very dangerous because this book is show type of men and women who can be dangerous for themselves and others. In this book, it shows that like this it's supposed to be, and that is right, even when we know that it's not right. Happy that I didn't buy whole series of this book because even if it's first book like this, I even scary to look how it's other books that they're supposed to be even more hard to be. I will say that it's probably already not romantic, but more thriller books. So thank you that you've been with me. Let me know in the comment your opinion of this book. What do you think? What is your favorite romance book? Because I'm desperately want to find romance book what I will like. So let me know in the comments, and see you in my next video and next book.